Hello and welcome back or welcome to the channel. I'm Loudguns, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at 6 ships and vehicles which will be moving to the in-game ship shops next patch, letting you shell out your hard-earned aUEC instead of your harder-earned dollars, pounds, euros or yen. So I've traipsed around the ship shops so that you don't have to, so grab yourself a cup of tea while I roll the intro, then let's get into it. CIG appear to be doing a wee bit of catching up with this 4.4 build, because traditionally ships would spend a few months exclusive to the folks who'd pledged cash for them, then they would head into the ship shops where they'd be available for aUEC. But recently ships have taken a detour through the Wicklow list, so we've had much more of a delay before they've become more accessible. Still, I do think it's a pretty timely point with the annual IAE sale just around the corner, to issue the standard reminder that you don't need anything more than a starter pack to enjoy SC. Because whether it's through the in-game shops, Wicklow, or in the future crafting, all ships are going to be available to grind for in-game. Just be sure to use a referral code for some extra starter cash if you're creating an account now. Mine's the one up on screen, but if you've got friends who play already, just ask them for theirs. The new additions start in the next chapter, so feel free to skip ahead to that. But I think it is worth calling attention to some old but new additions first. At the newest ship shop Teachers at Levski, you'll find a number of Teachers specials. And these 7 ships are already available at other ship shops, but Teachers are selling upgraded versions with better starting loadouts. These upgrades seem to be fairly minor, but where the industrial ships are concerned, it does seem like it will save a little legwork to get better than stock setups, so it could well be worth it. Just due to financial constraints, in PTU we start with 15 million, which doesn't go as far nowadays as it used to, I haven't been able to test all of them. But the Vulture, for example, comes with dual trawlers as well as dual cinches, as opposed to the pretty useless tractor beam that comes on the standard version. We'll do some more work to see if the 5 to 10.5% price hikes are worth it with the new patch, but I think actually where this will really shine is in the rental section, since Teachers also has a number of these available to rent. Rentals typically suffer due to you not being able to customize them, so being able to rent ships with better stock loadouts is definitely a win for those looking to give something like mining or salvaging a go without committing to buying a ship. So ordering these by price, low to high, we're kicking things off with the small but mighty Greycat MTC at just under 76k from New Deal on Hurston. This buggy is a decent competitor to the RSI Ursa Rover, and with a smaller footprint it's going to fit in a lot more ships. I really like this mini APC as a bunker runner, helping you to land outside of turret range at hostile ground sites and make your way in. And with the fact that you're fully enclosed and with a dual size 2 turret, it can be perfect for approaching areas with a lot more hostile NPCs barring your path. I've recently been running the Pharaoh data centers to gather cards for running the Apex Worm. And I think as soon as these drop in game, I'm going to be using one to go in heavy and whittle down the crowd of bad guys that like to block the way in. The RSI Meteor has come in a bit below my expectations on price at 4.5 million credits. The medium fighter draws on the Mantis QED ship chassis, but it exchanges snaring power for stopping power, with a total of 6 weapon hardpoints. It is a bit of an odd duck, since they're split between 4 standard size 3s and a pair of bespoke size 5 ballistic cannons, but it therefore has the ability to alternate between dealing with lighter fighters and larger targets, as long as you're comfortable switching between fire groups on the fly. The firepower does come at a cost though, and with relatively low shield pool, split between 2 size 1s, you are a bit of a glass cannon. Meteor is also on sale at New Deal. You'll find the Mirai Guardian MX for 7.4 million at both Astra Armada at Area 18, as well as New Deal. If the Meteor was a bit too flimsy for your taste, then the MX might just be the ticket. The Guardian's thruster setup allows for great manoeuvrability and flexibility. Obviously nowhere near its little snub brother the Fury, but for a ship of this size it is a pretty unique flyer, The MX variant knocks things up a notch from the base Guardian, and while the guns are downsized to size 4 from size 5, you do get 4 of them as opposed to 2. You also get a second size 2 shield for extra sustain, and a complement of 24 size 2 missiles versus the 16 on the base version. You do lose some of the comfort factor though, including the bed, so if you're looking to log out in space between sessions, you might want to look elsewhere. The Starlancer TAC is on sale for 13.4 million at new deal, and this is a kind of dropship gunship hybrid capable of deploying troops in on the ground, then sticking around to provide them with fire and medical support. It definitely doesn't mess around in the firepower category, with 4 size 4s under pilot control, then a total of 4 turrets. 2 are remote dual size 4s, while the other 2 are manned dual size 5s. And with a pair of size 3 shields, it also has the resistances to hang in there and take a beating while it is dishing it out. Now the PTU should always come with the caveat that things change, and the occasional typo does slip into a build. Gotta say, if the Esperia Prowler utility makes it to live at 1.7 million credits, then you should definitely run down to New Deal and get one. I think it's far more likely that CIG have just missed a zero here, and we're actually looking at 16.8 million, putting it in just slightly cheaper than the dropship variant, which prices around 18 mil. The Prowler utility is a ship that has just steadily grown on me over the last patch, when I've borrowed one from an augmate to do some stealthy cargo hauling. It only packs 32 SEU, but with a stealth loadout it has an incredibly low signature, and a well-placed tractor beam to allow speedy loading, making it the perfect ship for making high-value risky cargo hauls like Partilium running in Pyro. And finally, at 17.9 million from Astra Armada, you can get your hands on the Anvil Asgard. This larger version of the Anvil Valk specialises in deploying heavier ground vehicles into battle, and even has room to house Nova tanks, Centurions or Ballistas. You might want to get in and out a bit quick when dropping off your friends though, because with 4 size 2 shields, the pool here isn't much to write home about. Since coming into the verse, this one has turned out to be a fan favourite, as seen by its place in the top 4 of the Best in Show competition, so I know a bunch of folks are going to be really happy to be able to buy this for credits. So there we have it for the new ships to buy in game in 4.4. Let me know down in the comments what you're looking forward to the most. For me personally, I think the first one I'm running out to blow my cash on is going to be the Prowler utility. I came pretty close to dropping 5 pure Charonite to get the Wicklow version recently, so I guess I did actually get lucky by being slow. If you enjoyed the vid and would like to see more as we go into 4.4, please do drop a like, and if you think I've earned it, a sub is always appreciated. If you would like to give any of these ships a go before you drop your credits, then do swing by our Discord. The link's just down in the video description below, and folks there will be happy to lend out stuff so you can try before you buy. But with all that being said, I just want to say thank you very much for watching all the way to the end, and I look forward to seeing you next time.